Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am here to do my review of the 1,000 Pound Sisters, Season 3, Episode 4, Tammy's, my God, new squeeze. Are y'all ready for this? Let's get into it.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop
auntie
boop.
that everybody needs.
You can't make this up.
Now you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even bother?
Aunties and lives, sweet old auntie. Aunties and ways. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Well, welcome back, everybody, and this is Auntie. And if this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. To all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for joining the family. And to all of my nieces and nephews who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. If I had to rate this episode of 1,000 Pound Sisters, Season 3, Episode 4, Tammy's New Squeeze, I will rate this episode a C. Yeah, I would. I am not all dolled up tonight, honey, because I am working. Okay. So I was like, you know what? However you look, this is how you coming out tonight, honey. We ain't gonna be all cutie on duty tonight because we just got to go ahead on to get some things. We need to talk about some things. Okay. So you all, we opened up this episode with basically Amy, talking about her sister again, and they have made a decision on who is going to be Tammy's in-home nurse. Now, as you all know, last week they had three different candidates. They took and put the advertisements on a flyer around the neighborhood, and they got somebody for Tammy. Turns out I was wrong. They ended up hiring Trish. Trish was the African American woman who I believe was in her early 50s, and she was the one that was just like, okay, I can laugh and I can do a good kiki, but I'm not going to be letting Tammy get away with a whole bunch of old drama. So we see, Trish over at the house. Amy is, of course, talking about she's only Gage mother and that she only has time to handle Gage. And so, as a result of that, they decided that they would get an in-home nurse and stuff like that for her. Trish is over at the house, and Amy is concerned because she doesn't feel like Tammy is going to be a right fit for Trish, and Tish is not going to be a right fit for Tammy. Now, y'all remember last week, or even the week before last, when Tammy and Chris brought when Amy and Chris brought Tammy a hot plate. Well, guess who was using the hot plate this week? It was our girl, Tammy. Now, she said that she can cook at the stove. She said that she can do knick-knack, paddywhack, and give a dog a bone. But obviously, okay, she can't do it. Because we see her plugging that sucker up. Thank you so much, Seneca Evans, for the $5 super chat, just for making me laugh. Heart. Oh, thank you, Boo, for the heart. I collect hearts. Thank you. So we see, homegirl talking to Tammy about what her routine needs to be. They're trying to, ask Tammy whether or not she's been exercising. Tish has been suggesting that she just get up and walk to the mailbox, and Tammy refuses to even walk to the mailbox, bitch. It is just absolutely a hardtail mess with Tammy. As we all know, she's coming home from out of the rehabilitation center, and she should be doing all of those things that she was doing at the rehab center. But now that Tammy is home, she's making YouTube videos and talking to some scrub online. So Tammy is, so Amy is concerned that Tammy is not going to have respect for Tish, because as we all know, Tammy wants somebody who is going to be her friend, who's going to take her back and forth, who's going to do knick-knack, paddywhack, and give a dog a bone with her. She's looking for an in-house girlfriend. And of course, we know that, if you're going to try to help somebody get past all of the difficulties and the problems that they're having with, controlling their weight and all of that kind of stuff, you can't be their friend. You're going to have to be that trainer. You're going to have to be that nutritionalist. You're going to have to be nutritionist. You're going to have to be all of those things. And Tish doesn't have time to be. She is absolutely handling Tammy with a gentle hand, but Tammy is so nasty that she just out and out says no about everything. And then what can you do for her if she's, on a no bench? Okay, there's no yes that's coming out of her mouth. She's not agreeing to do anything. And Amy's like, okay, she's Tish's problem now. So we see Amy go behind, hold on, y'all. We see Amy go behind Tish back. What in the hell's going on? Hold on, y'all. Going behind her back and telling her that she's going to have to be hard on Tammy because Tammy is rude and Tammy is nasty, and we all know that Tammy is rude and that Tammy is nasty. And I think that Tish knows this as well. It just is what it is with this little young lady. Hold on, y'all. That thing is, okay, there we go. I just needed to do something different, honey, because I just don't like the way this is coming off. um, so it's just it's just the same old thing. I think the problem for me, well, no, let me just keep going, and then I'm gonna tell y'all what my problem has been. So anyway, we see Tammy, Amy. This is her first Mother's Day. And so they decide that they're going to do a high tea. Now, whatever the hell that is, y'all tell me what it is in the comment section. Because when I listened to their explanation about what a high tea was, bitch, I got confused. Because I was like, okay, so this is what a high tea means. So they don't even know what the crap it means or anything like that. They just, have decided that this is something that they're going to do for her first Mother's Day. And so we see them get to the facility in Kentucky, really nice house. It looks like one of those bread and breakfast type of places. And they, gotta squeeze Tammy up in the van. And they put Tammy in the van and all of that kind of stuff. And then they get there and they see that it's stairs, and they like, well, how we gonna get her up there? And they was like, we'll get her up there on the left. So they put her up on this crane and lift her up, into the restaurant. And when she was riding up there, they was like, Tammy, are you okay? And Tammy was like, yeah, I'm okay. My butt is wet. So she gets up there, doesn't realize that she's up on the patio with that mofo. And she's up there twerking her butt and shaking her butt. And you can see the people, the customers in the place, including the woman that's running the joint, they are just disgusted at Tammy shaking that big, wide load she got in the back. I don't mean no harm, but Tammy got a wide load. And the thing about it is they want to play about everything. They're just straight up ghetto. It's just no other way of going around it. These women are ghetto. They have no class, no etiquette, and they think it's funny. It is not funny at all. It is rather sad. It really is. that this is the way that they have chosen to live their lives. And despite having money now, despite being on TV, they just really don't want to change. They believe that what they're doing is entertaining. And the thing about it is, we're not laughing with them, we're laughing at them. These women are absolutely disgusting in every way. And they have a television show. And it seems like this television show will be geared towards them being like the Beverly Hillbillies, bitch, and trying to get their lives, make their lives a little better. But it does not bother them. It doesn't affect them about how they look to us. Even this effort that the family is calling themselves doing to help Tammy get better is fake. I don't believe that the family wants Tammy to get better, because I believe that the family makes more money off of Tammy being this way than they would if Tammy lost the weight. If Tammy loses the weight, then we don't have a conversation anymore. But as long as Tammy is resistant to the change, then they got a show. Because Amy can't handle a show on her own. She's just not talented enough. She's not interesting enough. She's not she's not funny enough. She's not interesting enough. Her storyline is Tammy. And so I really do believe that the stuff that they call themselves doing to help Tammy is a bunch of bullcrap. They go to high tea and their mother is already sitting there, looking nasty than a mofo, sitting up in the seat, in her own cotton freaking wheelchair, guys. Thank you so much, Epic all Ally Key, all I key for the $5 super chat. I got secondhand embarrassment from the whole TC. Love you, Auntie. Love you too, boo. I did too. You would have thought that I was sitting at the table, but if I was sitting at the table, I would have checked them. I would have been gracious and kind, soft spoken and everything. But honey, I would have checked them sisters, because the stuff that they were doing was just embarrassing and humiliating. I would never want to go somewhere and meet these sisters and do anything with them, because they just they think that everything is funny, and everything is not funny. And so when you get checked and you get checked the right way, you'll realize that things are not as funny as you think they are. Now, Tammy, you know, comes to the table. Amy comes to the table and they sit down. The young lady comes over and she's gracious and she tries to tell them about the tea. She indicates what they're going to be eating, during the meal, and she offers them tea. And so the mother is like, well, I don't want, hot tea. I don't drink anything hot. I don't drink hot chocolate. I don't drink hot coffee, and I'm not drinking hot tea. So the mother takes the glass that, she asks for ice, and the lady refuses the ice and tells them, that they need to drink the tea hot, that they're going to love it. But here's the thing, Miss Etiquette. If someone tells you that they don't want a hot and they want ice, get ice. Just go ahead and get the lady ice. But instead, she takes the water glass and she pours that into her tea. Amy tries the tea, because Tammy's like, let's just try it. So they all try the tea, and the tea is nasty. Because I'm just sitting up there thinking to myself, like, where's the sweet and low? Where's the equal? Where's the splendor? Where's the sugar? Where's the sugar cube? Where's the sugar cane? Where's Because I know me, I am now one who can drink tea without sugar. I can drink it hot and I can drink it cold, but it got to have sugar in it of some sort. I really like artificial sweeteners in my tea because it dissolves faster than regular tea. I mean, regular sugar does. That's just my opinion. Y'all let me know down in the comment section how y'all like y'all tea. But it was just an absolute disaster because they did not want to do what the woman was doing. They was playing with the food. And I just was like, this is so disgusting. This is so disgusting. The lady comes over and she gives them hats. And I'm looking at them and I'm like, I don't know whether or not these bitches got headlights or not. Ain't no way in the world, honey, they would have got a hat out of my joint. Not the way that they was looking. And then the thing about it is everything they do, everybody is sitting back, real far like this. They real far from the table. So, just imagine that this area right here is a table. They so damn big, all three of them, that they are away from the table like this. So they need, like, some extended arms or something like that, to reach out and grab that they going to eat. Because the distance between them and the table is about this far up on their asses. I mean, good God Almighty. I mean, I got me a little belly up in the front, but God damn, it's not causing the stove to be lit. It's not. I just. Mm-mm. 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 Auntie won't feeling them chicks at all, and it had nothing to do with Mother's Day. Having a tea. Now I know a lot of women do tea on Mother's Day and stuff like that, but this was just wasting my time. So we see Chris and his wife Misty. Misty is an instigating, agitating son of a or daughter of a. She's out there stalking Tammy's Instagram page and her Facebook and her social media page, and then coming back and telling Chris. Chris is up over at the house, so she's telling Chris that, you know, that Tammy is engaged, according to what's going on Instagram, to some dude named BBW King. So they go on BBW King Instagram site and they see that he says that he will not date a woman under 300 pounds. So they're trying to say that, he is a bad influence on Tammy because he's probably a feeder and has a fetish for big women. Now we all have seen BBW. Okay, I have videos on here where y'all can go back and look at this mofo. He looking like, in my opinion, honey, that he is playing with the pullbacks on the drapes. He looks like he's one of those mofos that gets up in the morning, sits down in the middle of the kitchen floor, and beats on pots and pans with wooden sticks, bitch. He looks like he's one of those mofos, honey, that gets up in the morning and just don't even think about brushing his teeth. He's one of those mofos that look like he's getting up at the morning. In the morning, he's sitting at the bus stop, bitch, waiting for the bus to come by, and it ain't no bus. It ain't no bus coming by, and ain't came by in 20 years. He looked like he one of them mofos, honey, that if you put him in a classroom, honey, he couldn't even stay within the circle on the floor. He just looked like one of them mofos, in my opinion, that just walking around all day like this, just pushing his glasses up, okay, and then he don't even have a need for the glasses. He looked like one of those mofos, honey, that if you tried to sell him a chain and you wanted the chain to be authentic and real, that he would pick the cheap one and it had tarnished marks all up on his neck because he thought the jewelry was real, honey, and it was old and it was just burning out of his neck. He just looked like one of those mofos to me that just like, when he sits up on the bus, he sits on the front side, on the front of the bus with the senior citizens rocking back and forth, bitch, with his feet not touching the ground. He just seems like one of those mofos to me, y'all, that if you just saw him sitting on the back of a school bus, honey, you would swear, by God, honey, that he had a cotton freaking helmet on and he was absolutely back there looking with windows and smelling the exhaust fumes, honey, and getting high, falling down, getting up, smelling the exhaust fumes, fainting, honey, coming back, smelling them again, honey. He just seemed like he just got a straw on the exhaust pipe and he just sucking in like that, honey, because he just like to feel like he just got to like this mofo look like he just one of them little, just like something is slightly short, like he's one French fry short of a mother Happy Meal, bitch. Tammy got more sense than this mofo. He's sitting up there, or flashing money on his Instagram page and all that old kind of stuff, honey. He ain't got a daggone thing going on but Tammy's rent. And the thing I didn't like about Tammy was, in my opinion, had a little bit of racial undertones. It had a little bit of racial undertones when Tammy sat up there and said that she don't want Tish going through her things. Bitch, you ain't got nothing in there that she need to go through because your underwear is as big as parachutes, bitch. What the hell do you have valuable in your house, honey, that we've ever seen or that Tish could even imagine for you to have? The hell do you mean that Tish is going to be going through your things? Ain't nobody got time to be going through your stuff, Tammy. You ain't got. What do you have? And by the looks of that front porch and that front yard, honey, she need to be. Girl, you know what? I can't with these old people. I thought that it had racial undertones to it, and I was like, "What you trying to say about the black woman?" That's just my opinion. Y'all let me know down in the comment section because I ain't appreciate it. I ain't like it. Like I wanted to cuss her out. The hell y'all got around there? You don't even lock your fucking door. So you know you ain't got in it. And you think that Tish is going to come up in there and want something that, honey, she doing you a favor being up and up. Because I know y'all ain't paying her nothing. And Amy gonna come over there and talk to her about Tammy, and she ain't been able to help Tammy in 30 years. And then you gonna sit up there and talk about somebody else and go and talk about something. I just don't know whether or not she being strict or not. Bitch, when have y'all been strict? And then the thing about it is all of y'all are parts calling the camel black because the way that Chris was looking laid up in that car like that, I said, bitch, he's turning that he is turning the steering wheel with his wieners. Because bitch, his arms is not too long. They too short to box with God, and they too short to be on that steering wheel. That bitch is turning okay. He's like this. His stomach is so cotton freaking big, and then Misty sitting up there with her misty looking ass, stalking somebody's social media platform. At the end of the day, whether or not you don't like Tammy being with somebody or not, at the end of the day, y'all are all fat. Thank you so much, Beverly Carly, for the 9.99 super chat. Your description of Tammy's new man is hilarious. Thank you. I'm trying to keep it calm and keep it classy, but I'm gonna tell you, honey, there's a whole lot of things that I could say about this motherfucker. But Chris is riding over there, because Misty didn't show him the BBW King, and I'm saying, like if you so concerned about her, you would be over there every darn day, because you ain't doing else with your life. What else is him and Misty doing? Misty, the one look like she working. What is Chris doing? He got a little gig, and he, got his name as a cast member on the show, honey, and he done quit his job. He got a ball between his legs, up against the balls between his legs and his wieners. And I know he's smelling all musty and because a bull don't never smell good. And this motherfucker had to go and get surgery because he let it get so damn out of control. And he got the nerve to go over there and talk about Tammy. What can he say to Tammy? And then he come over there rude, making assumptions and doing everything else that he big enough and bad enough to do. He didn't step to Jerry and handle Jerry the way he should have handled Jerry. And I'm sorry, at this point, I was with Tammy on this. Let the bitch be free. Y'all saying she ain't got too many more years to live. Let somebody go ahead on the liquor like a ice cream cone. Let her get licked like an ice cream cone. Thank you so much. Oh, Tanny Brown. I'm hoping I said that right. Finally caught alive. Hi, Auntie. Hi, cousins. Hi, Boo. Hi, Tanny. Let somebody go ahead on the liquor like a mountaintop. Let somebody go ahead on it and jump in the river. Well, Tammy bought the ocean, but let it go ahead on the play. Somebody play in her ocean. Let Tammy go ahead on and get her man. They told me, if you ain't been staying on your diet, Tammy, and you came home and you had a drop, she said, I still do. I still do. Why you always coming over here fucking with me? I don't feel like I'm not talking about that. Well, Tammy, you're going to end up dying. I know I'm going to die. So what? I'm still going to eat. cheeseburgers. Look, I had told y'all last week, but the video I ended up pulling something up on a thing, and I shouldn't have pulled it up on the thing for BBW thing, and I had to bring the video down. But y'all, I'm telling you right now, I'm telling you, Tammy's mouth has got to be dilating like a uterus, like a vajayjay. Because when she is standing up there talking, Tammy and going, I'm sick of your kid over here with them shit. Always fussing at me. Leave me alone. I don't want to talk about him. But honey, when she is eating, honey, she got that mouth. That mouth dilates 10 centimeters, bitch. That mouth face small like that when she's sitting up there eating. That joint like a newborn baby coming down the canal. They be like, Tammy, the food is almost ready, honey. Her daggone mouth dilates to 5 centimeters. Honey, by the time they get the plate and stuff and they get to digging about the parts and stuff like that, Tammy whole mouth dilated 10 centimeters, bitch. She's sitting up there eating that food like, ay, 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 ay. But that bitch, when she be sitting up there talking and lying and talking, honey, that daggone mouth be sitting like this. I don't care what you say, Kurt. You ain't too small either, Misty. Misty said, well, I ain't like you. I said, bitch, hell if you ain't. The hell if you ain't. You got the activity of your limbs. Okay? You got you in your right damn mind. So you shouldn't be as big as Tammy. Nowhere near it. Your husband waddled about that. Okay? He needed a cotton freaking hover cart, a hoover cart, a hover cart. He needed something, bitch. He needed to skate about that because he was barely walking about that bitch, and he ain't got no ass to him. He just looking like a door when he turned around, a big ass double door. And y'all got the nerve to come over there and bother with her about BBW King. They say, well, he got a fetish. He don't want you under 600 pounds. The bitch is almost weighing 700 pounds. If she lose 400 pounds, she's going to look like she's a size 8. Tammy said, he's just doing it because he wants to encourage other BBW women to do he's with them. We don't need his support. We don't need his support. Shut up, Tammy. You can win this battle if you just shut up. Tammy said, I don't want to talk to you about this. They wheeled her out of that cotton freaking joint. Hold on, wait a minute. When they left that cotton freaking honey, when they left that cotton freaking restaurant and they brought Tammy down that cotton freaking crane and they put her up there and they had to come down behind her because she went first and they had to come down behind Tammy and Tammy was standing up there, honey, waiting for her wheelchair to be brought to her. That bitch was like, I said, this bitch is about to straight up well over. She's about to be laying honey like a beach well out of water. Bitch, her fins is about to be up on the side. Her arm is going, because you know when she falls, she ain't going to be able to brace herself, bitch, because she's going to crack every fraggle bone in her damn arm and her body. You know, her hip is just going straight blow out. I'm talking about Tammy about to blow out. So you know when she falls to the side, honey, the arm is gonna be stuck up like this. Bitch, she gonna be looking like bitch. She's gonna be looking like a beach whale. She gonna be looking straight up like Shamu. They gonna have to do a 3 alarm fire, honey. They gonna have to have the fire trucks coming in from 3 different cities to come get Tammy's ass up off that ground. Because first of all, she's going to be nasty than a mofo. She's going to be down there crying and all hysterical. Okay, all the blood's going to be going to one side of Tammy's body. Like, Tammy, you got to get that weight off. Like, we are rooting for you, but we cannot want something you don't want yourself. But I do agree with her. She need to go ahead on and be with BBW King and be happy. If he look at her like a big old trough of ice cream at the ice cream factory, honey, let him lick her like the big old, let him do it. Tammy does deserve to be happy. Everybody around her is coupled up and booed up. And so, of course, she's going to want that. And then the thing about it is, all the people that's talking to her about losing weight are struggling with their weight themselves. They eating everything, they devouring whatever ain't nailed down to the in ground. Let her be with her man. Tammy was crying at the end. And like, I just leave me alone. So, Tammy, do you want to talk about, how do you feel? It don't make no difference. It don't make no, it don't make no difference. It don't make no difference. I said, bitch, if they don't go ahead on and put a whole bunch of words down there, they need to type them in all caps for us so we can understand what the hell Tammy is saying. But I'm going to tell you right now, I really do see the bullying and the picking on Tammy, because when Chris and Misty came over to the house, bitch, they walked straight through the door and they got to fussing with her. No, you don't come through the door and be fussing with her like that. Thank you so much, Bill Marsden, for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you, boo. They need to leave this girl alone and let her go head on. If she's gonna, sometimes you've got to have tough love. And whatever Tammy does, Amy wants to take credit for. Amy sits there and say, "I'm paying for a nurse." No, you're not paying for a nurse. You're not paying for a nurse. All of these people are big, and and that's why Tammy can't take this serious, because all these mofo's around here is looking like a piece of. Thank you so much, Graham19, for the $2.99 super sticker. Thank you, boo. I appreciate y'all. Absolutely, Jessica. She's going to have to decide on her own. All that pressure, I really do see them bullying her. They wait and ambush her at family dinners and family lunches and family get-togethers. I mean, they just ambush her all the time. She don't see it coming, and all she do want to be happy. I just want to be happy. She just want to be happy. Leave her alone. If she's saying that she can get this done by herself, let her get it done by herself. If you gotta go ahead and take care of your little baby, take care of your baby, you nasty mother. The episode and the preview that's coming up, Amy got a cotton freaking dead mouse up in her cotton freaking cabinet, and then she gonna sit there and cry to her husband and talk about how embarrassed she is. Bitch, we saw you mopping the floor last week with dirt all over the place. How you gonna mop and you ain't swept? And you got the nerve to be sitting up there talking about Tammy. Y'all are not the examples for her that she needs in her life. Y'all just nasty. Leave the girl alone. Anyway, this ended up being a daggone rant. This wasn't no review. I just got so irritated looking at the show today, y'all. I was done with the family. Like, I'm done with how they treat Tammy. And I know Tammy's a handful and I know she's nasty. But I'm gonna tell you right now, to me, the bullying is getting out of control. They are bullying her because Tammy is the show. And I don't like the usury coming from Chris. They bully her. You don't walk up in my house and tell me you can barely reach the steering wheel. And I know daggone well you got handicap tags because we done seen it. And everybody to me is living off of Tammy. But then they say that Tammy is a nuisance and Tammy is this. And yeah, Tammy got her with her. Don't get it twisted, but they using her too. Because what you gonna have when Tammy go? You ain't gonna have nothing. You're not gonna have nothing. Anyway, y'all, this is the end of my review. Thank you all so much for being here. This actually turned out to be a daggone rant. I didn't think I was gonna go that way, but I did. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you to everybody who super chatted tonight, y'all. I really do appreciate that. And thank you to my moderators and my members who always got my back. All y'all just be having my back. Thank you to all of my subscribers. I love y'all to pieces. And I will talk to y'all soon. Y'all have a great night, y'all. And please be safe. Above all, be safe.